Bam. Hilton Price, everybody. Look at me, local Mike. How the hell are you tonight? Give it up for Terrell Norton. Go and change your name tonight, buddy. It's a tough job hosting local Mike. It's a tough job hosting anything, except burlesque. I've had the chance to host burlesque a couple years here in Tulsa. It is the easiest job in the world, you guys. Because when you're a host of a burlesque show, you are the least interesting person on that stage. And if you're about to bring up a fancy stripper, you can say anything you want. Seriously, you can be like, ladies and gentlemen, fascism's the only way. Give it up for Tangy Tart. Always works. Always works. We're also sponsored by Patricia's of Tulsa, which the adult toy store. That's a pretty cool place to have your sponsors. I got to hand out vibrators and dildos and stuff, right? Right? It's an awesome job. No job security. No job security at all. As soon as they teach a dildo to launch itself from a stage, I'm out of a job, you guys. Literally my only purpose in this world. I've been thinking about purpose lately. I'm going to be 40 by this time next week. Right? I'm trying to stay positive. My erectile dysfunction's arguing, but whatever. Whatever. It's got me looking back on the last couple years, especially just the race up to 40, these last few years of my life. I started smoking cigarettes again, which is a bad thing to do when you're going to be 40, because dudes just start dropping dead at 40 anyway, don't they? That's just the age when like congenital heart failure kicks in and boom, dead, you know? You get a call from an old friend you went to high school with, like, hey, did you hear about Steve? No, what happened with Steve? Steve died. Okay. Yeah, it was this kid's soccer game. Died. They lost that game. It kills the morale when one of the dads dies, frankly. Kills the morale for the soccer team. I don't want to be that guy, though. I don't want to be the guy that dies at his, in my case, imaginary kid's soccer game. So I quit smoking cigarettes. And I started vaping. Yeah, I know. I wake up every morning with that same existential crisis. Which is really worse, cancer or looking like a douchebag? And I can't decide. You guys. But so far, I've kept the vape. I am a vapor now. A vapist. Oh, so turning 40's got me thinking about time and all the things that have changed in my life. We now have medical marijuana here in our beautiful state of Oklahoma. Who thought we'd be last? Show of hands, who thought we'd be last? Yes, I can't see you, and I already know most of you, but agreed with me there. I did think we were going to be last, if not maybe second to last to Utah, but whatever. It has changed things, medical marijuana in Oklahoma. I did my first 420 comedy show. Now, I sat around and told a bunch of jokes on 420 before, but this was the first comedy show that I've done since medical marijuana. And it was interesting, too, because it was over near 27th and Memorial. 27th and Memorial, this little strip mall over there, where it used to have like an army recruiting station and a bar and an old record shop. So when I was a kid, and that was sort of a sketch part of town, you'd see all these sketchy characters hanging out from like potheads and music snobs and, a couple of drunk veterans, Now that whole strip mall, everything's changed thanks to medical marijuana. There's a dispensary, there's a bong store, there's a store that sells edibles. Do that for a year. So hanging out outside, you've got potheads and music snobs and some drunk veterans. The neighborhoods are changing, you guys. I thought it was fun watching marijuana get legalized here, watching how the lawmakers chimed in. You remember right after we voted for it, the lawmakers said, wait a minute, we're going to do some rewrites here. We don't think the voters wanted smokable marijuana. And I'll tell you, that was an eye-opener for me. This is about 8 months ago, because back then I didn't know there was any other kind. Along with doing comedy tonight, I'm here to update everyone. I'm here to enlighten you. There are many other kinds. Seriously, I've done like 4 today. It's been great. The vape cartridge with the flower and the edible, and then there was this liquid. I don't know. It's fun now. You can do like marijuana, like home science experiments. The result is always you get high. It's not the most advanced science. It's not. It's not the most advanced science. Been a weird couple of years for me. I came out as bisexual last year, which means a lot of kids I went to high school with were half right. You learn things being bisexual. You learn things when your dating world expands that way, dating women and men. Like, here's one. Women always talk about dick pics. They don't want to see the dick pics, right, guys? Every guy I've ever talked to has asked for a dick pic. Every single one. This might just be a gender issue, you guys. That or 50% of the population really impressed with my penis. I don't know. Because I'm bisexual, I don't have gaydar, I have bidar. Right now I can look around this room and I can't tell you who's gay, but I can tell you who owns at least 2 musicals. So 40 years old next week, I'm thinking about it a lot. I'm thinking about where my life has gone. This year will also mark 11 years I've been doing stand-up comedy. Yeah, thank you so much, yeah. Still always right here on the Loony Tulsa stage. It has been a rocket ship ride to nowhere, ladies and gentlemen. I've gone nowhere. Thank God the audience keeps changing, or this would be really dull. I do get to travel, actually. I get to drive all over the region doing comedy. I've had the pleasure of going in all the different states around here. And I like driving, too, so it's sort of perfect for me. Like, hitting the road is my idea of the perfect way to spend an afternoon. And because, not just driving and getting away from whatever's going on, but the highways are different in state to state to state. The highways are always different. Even the billboards are different from state to state. My favorite by far is Missouri. Missouri's got the best billboards in America, you guys. It's only 2 kinds. Either say Jesus or adult theater, next exit. Loony Tulsa, got a question for you. Why is the war between God and the devil being fought in Missouri? Doesn't it seem like a weird spot to have that war? Haven't they heard of Miami? The signs are so different, too. These are legit signs that I've seen out on the Missouri highways. The Jesus one, just the one word, Jesus. J-E-S-U-S. Doesn't have to say anything else, because you know. I know where we are right now. I know what percentage of this room has been to Bible school. You know. It's a simple sign, too. It's a humble sign, which you would expect out of a sign about Jesus. But that adult theater sign is neon. It glows in the dark. I swear to God, it's animated. I don't know. The devil's got a better advertising budget, that's for sure. More time spent designing it so that you'll notice. Because I too grew up in a religious home. I know what that sign means, eternal life, salvation. I know what that means in that one word. But that adult theater is the next exit. That's where I'm getting off. And that's the end of my time. My name is Hilton Price. You guys have been amazing. Thank you so very much.
Keep it going for Hilton Price. Bringing Jesus and porn together.
Yes.
You guys were way too excited. Yeah! Jesus and porn, been waiting.
Yes. Hallelujah.
All right, this next comic I actually